Welcome back, my fellow archivist. I never thought I'd be back. I really wasn't. I thought I was done with YouTube completely. I had no drive to do it whatsoever. And of course, a good friendship and a superhero movie that really suit my tastes brought me back. Also, a lot of healing on my part. Not physically, technically. I'll get into that in a bit, but more like emotional and mental healing. Honestly, I cut my hair off because I was not doing good. I was at my lowest point for the past couple months, but after a lot of searching and a lot of repairing my own psyche, and after watching this movie, because today we're talking about the Thunderbolts, and this movie is about healing. It's about overcoming your own wrongdoings and any sort of past trauma you may have experienced, and coming out of it a better, more mature person. And I resonated so hard with that. Plus, Bob is basically just Nova, my character. I know I haven't read the comics involving Sentry because I don't read comics all that often. I just watch compilations of like narrated versions of them. So it's not often that I see a comic character and I resonate with them, but or understand them entirely. But the Sentry is one of them. He's like, if I had to make a Superman without knowing what a Superman was, I'd make the Sentry, which is just Nova. So basically, Nova is Sentry, but there is no like split between the person and the bad stuff. It's just the same guy. That's who Nova is. But separating those is a good thing. Even if in the comics he's not actually like that, the Void is like a different thing. It's not a section of Bob that represents all his repression and self-hatred and his depression. It's just a monster that might also, I have a theory, it might also be like an aspect of Null. So yeah, that's basically why I like the Sentry so much. But before we get into that, I'm getting a little anxious now because I'm realizing how I felt how I felt making these, and I'm freaking out trying not to feel that, even though I'm not. It's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're talking about the Thunderbolts today. I've been meaning to see it. My work friend has been pestering me to see for the past week or two, and I finally did it. After going through some rough spots, I finally got the chance, and I'm very excited to say it's really good. I love it a lot. Now leave, you don't want to be spoiled because I'm going to be talking about in that post-credit scene. I was surprised. I heard about it. I heard about what it was, but I didn't hear about the specifics. So I was politely surprised by it. So yeah. So leave now. I'll give you a chance to leave in a few more seconds. So a little update for me. Obviously, I cut off a chunk of my hair impulsively. So yeah, that wasn't fun. I miss my hair, especially now that there's so much long-haired men in media as of recently, especially in this movie. Especially like recently, I very came into my like own person. If you haven't checked my Instagram out, I recently announced that I'm now identifying as a man again. After a lot of searching, that included my like sort of healing and searching within myself. I came to terms with that. I just liked trans people a lot, and even though I don't feel like a complete man in the traditional sense, I know I am. So I thought it'd be nice to also share that on Instagram, because you don't see a lot of people go through that they love other people so much that they confuse themselves. Because ever since I was a kid, my personality has been very fluid. If I like someone, I would model myself after them. Most obviously with Sans the Skeleton, the character from Undertale. When I found him and I got obsessed with that game, I modeled myself after him religiously. That's why I'm not as loud as I should be, because I'm a very loud person. I like making myself known. I like being present. But because of that, what was it, like 6 years, I obsessed over him. Honestly, I'm wearing a hoodie and a black shirt. It's still, they're just comfy, honestly. But that's sort of why I sort of went through that phase from 2021 to a month ago. But it was fun. I did have a lot of troubles sort of working with others, trying to help me out and like support me in my choices, which I'm very grateful of. And honestly, I'm just kind of upset it didn't work out. It was cool, but it's just not for me. So that's sort of why and the sort of outcome that happened. But mainly because of that, I now feel whole. I feel like me. I finally found my true essence, in a sense. I've really liked who I've become these past few years as a young adult. So yeah. Also, the weed helped. The weed really helped break down my ego. So yeah, that's a bonus. So yeah, that's basically it for my updates. Oh yeah, I just want to show this. I was gonna do I was planning on doing a video of the studio series Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, but that fell through because I had no drive to do it. So if this really sticks and I'm really feeling up to it, because I really do feel like I want to do this again, I'm not gonna make any promises. Actually, no, I'm gonna make a promise. He'll be next. I'll compare him with my other more expensive Optimus figures. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for an update for me. That felt good to get that out there into like a recording into words. It's nice to talk out my feelings again. I really needed this since I got over my sort of expectations of this platform I have. It's not big, but I want to use it as I see fit. So yeah, let's talk about the Thunderbolts now. Since the spoilers are up, it's the new Avengers, which I hate. They shouldn't have gone with that. That was the worst. The worst thing in this movie. It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I love every second of it, and on a critical level, it is good. Don't let anyone fool you. It's phenomenal. I really want to say it's amazing or fantastic, but let's save that for later. We have Marvel movies on the horizon who need that better. Especially in 2 months. Wink, wink. Post-credit scene. But yeah. That sucks. Bucky should have just ran up to Yelena. No. Ran up to Val at the podium, pushed the podium aside and said, nope, no, not here, we're done. And just exit out. They should have actually just become the Thunderbolts. That would have been so much easier. And you wouldn't have to do all this asterisk stuff and the rebranding after the movie's out and people have seen it. Because, yeah, I knew about the new Avengers thing. I wish it wasn't true, but it is sadly. So yeah, but besides that, uh, there's not much to say. It's very well written. All the characters are done well, except I just remembered. Uh, my girl Taskmaster was done so dirty. Pretended to be in the most of the movie, only to be killed in the first 20 minutes so unceremonially. This is gonna make my work friend mad, because now I think I think I dislike Ghost, or I don't like her as much anymore, because she just right in between the eyes. I know they're probably gonna do it, and when we get around to this new Spider-Man MCU Spider-Man movie, there's gonna be the actual Taskmaster, and it's gonna be like, oh, the Russians stole another concept from America. But that'll mean the actual Taskmaster is gonna be like in his 60s, so that's not gonna be fun. But whatever. I'm upset, but I'm not as upset when it comes to the new Avengers stuff. Most people didn't like the way they've done Taskmaster. I liked her. She was cool. Sure, it's not the gym teacher who can memorize things on the fly, but it had the MCU spice to it. And I think the reason people didn't like it is because people have grown tired of the MCU like I have. And if it wasn't for my work friend Corey, he's probably not going to see this. I might share this with him later, but I think just by the time Black Widow came out, people were exhausted of the MCU. Too much, too fast, and it was all sort of rough. It felt rushed. You can feel that people were only doing it because they had contracts. So yeah, that's it's okay that I can't I have no ground to talk on. Whenever I reimagine a character, I take their most essential parts, keep them the same, but I change I like to change whatever else about them so it could fit my stories. Speaking of, a little tangent here, let's call this the Daredevil segment. I completely caught up to Daredevil, and I've watched Born Again, and now I'm obsessed. Thursday, I bought this at Target because, of course, I haven't been reading it much because I haven't had the time, but I love Daredevil. I love it. So that's been really exciting. I've already drawn references and my own versions of the characters of Daredevil and Bullseye. I love Bullseye. I love Bullseye so much. He's my favorite Marvel villain of all time. Because I also have I have a much weaker innate ability to throw things, and I have a great accuracy. And I'm very proud of that. I don't hit stuff 100% accuracy all the time, but it's still scary that this big oaf can just or pew, right in a bullseye. I am, pun intended, I am scarily accurate and good at throwing things. So of course I would be drawn to Bullseye's similarities. Also, Daredevils. I was surprised at how similar we actually are too. Disabled younger men fighting with religion, because I've done a lot of that as well. Also, this intense desire to fight. I don't talk about that much because I don't get chances to spar or fight in general since I'm not in grade school anymore. But I do have that. I do wrestle with that. Once I was out of the movie and I got in my Uber and I was being driven around the city back home, I saw all these bars and I was like, oh, I should have walked around. I should have gotten a few drinks. I should have like messed with some guy and got him to like punch me, and I could have like lit all that energy out. So I also resonate a lot with like Matt's inner beast or demon, we should call it. So that's why I'm obsessed with Daredevil now. All I gotta do is just draw a reference for Kingpin, and I'll feel complete in my efforts to expand my own Marvel universe. Also, check out my Instagram and go check on that. I recently showed off all my versions of my Spider-Sona, including the final one, which I'm very happy about. Spider-Vita, which is what I pronounce it. I was thinking of Vita or Spider-Carnus, but I like the imagery of him, you know, sort of having, like being the heart of New York's heroism, while also still being a scary monster. So I've been very excited about that. But let's move back to the MCU and talk about, it's good. Sound design is fantastic. The music is great. The acting was great. The writing, again, fantastic. I just don't like the ending. But the post-credit scene, I was so surprised. I heard that there was an extra dimensional ship that appears in the post-credit scene, but I wasn't ready for it to be the, again, spoiler. You don't want us to be spoiled by this, I promise you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna sit here for 30 seconds and wait. So yeah, a part of that sort of low point was that I didn't get a chance to go to Comic-Con this year. I was looking forward to it. I was even ready to compromise not making a cosplay, because that is very expensive to do. I'm thinking I'll just start a hoodie collection of heroes I like, and I'll swap them out each year or each iteration, because my local Comic-Con it does 2 a year, one in March and one in November, which is very fun. So I get another chance later this year. I don't have to wait till 2026. You know, when I'm 23. Where'd the time go? Not that I want to go back. I'm very happy with who I am now. But I'm getting old. I'm not sure if this is picking up, but I'm honestly, one of the other things I want to do with this video is see just how deep my voice has gotten. Because I've been training it, and I've been straining it so it could get naturally deeper and raspier. Because I want to sound like Sukuna so bad. I want to sound like Ray Chase's Sukuna so bad. He sounds so cool. I want to sound like him so much. The JJK hyperfixation has slowed down thanks to One Piece and Marvel taking that up more now. More of my life now, but I want to sound like him. I want to sound like Ray Chase's Sukuna. Spoken like a true loser. Does it sound good? Am I getting good? Also, one more note about the Daredevil thing. This is the tail end of that section. This is another addendum to the Daredevil section. The MCU's Wilson Fisk is super autistic, and I wish more people would talk about it. Like, Vincent D'Onofrio has been well known for playing, like, disabled characters, or, like, developmentally disabled like me in media, especially in, like, what was it? Heavy Metal Jacket, that one movie made by the same guy who made The Shining, I think. I watched it. I don't really care for it. Besides the opening part with Vincent D'Onofrio. So that's basically, I like that this Kingpin is super autistic. Constantly stimming, like like having tantrums whenever something goes awry with his plans. God, I love it. I love it so much. I can't wait for season 2. They're filming it right now in New York City. I kind of want to go down there and just look around, see. I want to meet the actor for Bullseye so bad. He's down there right now. He's down there. I could meet him. Like, in the comics I've seen so far of Bullseye, he's sort of all over the place. Either he's just an insane murder machine, or he's a very thoughtfully put together sociopath. Because I did look it up. I did a little research on the sort of differences between psycho and sociopaths, and the MCU's Bullseye is 100% a sociopath. So he's not the calculating, cold monster. He's just a mess up dude with a lower empathy than others, and very impulsive. And I can sort of relate to that in a way as well. So am I gonna hyperfixate on Daredevil? I grew up on the Ben Affleck movie, but I didn't. It's coming back to bite me in a way I never thought it would. So, yeah. Anyway, now that it's been a few minutes of me yapping on, let's talk about the post-credit scene. Hopefully that took away everyone. If you are determined enough to not even skip through all of that, but watch it and still want to be spoiled, do not blame me, I blame you. I hope you spill your soda when you watch Fantastic Four. Because yes, the post-credit scene shows the Fantastic Four ship entering the main MCU timeline. I've also had a debate on this, but it is not 616. That is the comic continuity. It is it's like 159s. Not 159. It's 199999. As they stated in the Spider-Verse and earlier timeline statements. So yeah, that's good to know. It's good to know that the Fantastic Four that we're going to be seeing in First Steps is coming to the MCU. And considering that Sentry isn't going to be showing up anytime soon, they're probably going to be taking up residence in what was going to be the Watchtower and previously the Avengers home tower. So yeah. Things are getting crazy in the MCU, and I'm hesitantly, not even excited, I'm hesitantly watchful of all of it. So, yeah, that's about it. This went well. I'm very happy. I didn't have a full-on mental breakdown. I'm feeling good. It is Saturday. I'm not gonna try and upload on Fridays anymore. I'm gonna upload on either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which of the days I have off, because I had today off. So yeah, I'm gonna drink in honor of a chef who was fired at work. I liked him a lot. We talked about One Piece. So I'm going to finish all the White Claws I got. And I'm going to watch the new episode if it's out already, I think. Maybe. So yeah, that's about it. And I'll see you all later, my fellow archivists. Bye.